What was it like moving into Adair Park and sort of kind of leaning into the genesis of Bearings Bike Works?
Yeah. So looking back, you might call us urban pioneers. My husband and I were moving in town from Gwinnett um, just after getting married and bought a cheap house and started renovating, the perfect newlywed project. So we moved into Adair Park, and our house is right across the street from the neighborhood park. So we kind of had front row seats to neighborhood life in a lot of ways. And just realized that it was a tough place to grow up, honestly. There was a lot of crime and drug activity in the park, and even like physical fights would happen there. And so kids would try to use the playground, but honestly, it just wasn't um, that safe to do so. So over the course of first few months living there, we would walk our dog and talk to the kids in the neighborhood, and um, got to know a little girl named Brittany. And she was 8 years old at the time. And one day she came by our house without her bike. And this was unusual. She was one of the few kids in the neighborhood that had a bike and would ride it up and down the sidewalks and the streets and in the park. And we asked her, "What happened to your bike?" And she said the tires had gone flat, and they didn't really have the means to fix it, just or didn't know how to. So we offered Brittany some help to help her fix her bike. I said, "Hey, we can help you with that. You might have to, earn the money to get the tubes and tires." It was going to be a little project. So we came up with chores for her to do around our yard. She just things to have a little skin in the game. But she swept the porch and raked leaves, and after a couple weeks, we decided it was enough. She was done. We were done. And we went to the store and realized that getting a new bike was only about 15 bucks more. So we surprised her with a new bike and said, "Congratulations, you earned it. Great job." And of course, she was over the moon excited, rode off, and 20 minutes later came back with two friends. And she said, "They want bikes too." And we don't really do that. But over the course of a few weeks, I don't even remember, but we had this thought: I bet people have bikes in their garages that their kids had outgrown. Maybe they'd give them to us. And I was working at a big church out in Gwinnett at the time. So I just started talking to friends, just people, young families, and people had kids. And sure enough, people had bikes, and they were more than happy to get rid of them. So we started taking these bikes, and Tim would fix them up, make sure they were safe and rideable, and we'd invite kids to earn a bike by picking up trash in the neighborhood. Litter was a big issue at the time. So the trade became, hey, if you help pick up 5 bags of trash, you'll earn a bike. And so word spread, and it went from there. We realized that bikes were this amazing, and still are, this amazing tool for building community and just getting to know our neighbors. And it got kids active. They were just riding these bikes all the time, and we got to know their families. And we slowly got to spend, as we got to spend time with them, just build influence, build relationships, and be able to speak into other areas of life beyond the bike. So that's how it started, right there in our driveway in 2009.